Hello everyone, and welcome to my Young and Restless official. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. According to the Young and the Restless spoilers for the week of April 14th to 18th, Sharon Newman might actually have a chance with Nick Newman. Fans can anticipate that Jack Abbott and Diane Jenkins Abbott will plot while Kyle Abbott is taken off guard. Diane will first chastise Jack for not telling her that Alan Loran was actually Martin Loran. Diane will feel even more alienated from the Abbott family as a result, but Jack wants to help his wife feel more accepted. According to YNR teasers, Diane will be crucial to the next stage of Jack and Victor Newman's conflict. With Diane's assistance, Jack and Kyle will act after they discover any Jabot drama related to Victor's spies. Diane will soon implement their new plan after Jack and Diane have a strategy session. Given that Diane will contact Michael Baldwin and maybe press him for information, it appears that he will be at the center of that scheme. Diane will attempt to take advantage of her friendship with Michael for Jack's benefit, but Michael is typically too smart to oppose Victor. Even though Michael will wind himself in a difficult situation, he might have to remain on Team Victor in the end. As the competition between Abbott and Newman intensifies, Nikki Newman will attempt to mediate the situation, but Victor will not give up. Actually, Victor is going to have some fresh strategies for taking aim at the Abbotts. Victor will have a trap set for Billy Abbott, so he will be included in it. Lily Winters will encounter additional challenges after attempting to gain Damian Kane's trust and persuade him to open up. Damian will impose a condition on the truth that may irritate Lily and cause her to seek assistance from Amy Lewis. For her part, Audra Charles will take a risk in her quest for Victor. Whatever Audra has planned will catch Kyle off guard, so she might predict how she would take advantage of his attention. Audra will lie to Nate Hastings and put herself in a situation from which she might not be able to escape while she attempts to destroy Kyle and Claire Newman's romance. After all of the Martin chaos, Tracy Abbott will be able to enjoy a little vacation with Ashley Abbott when they travel to New York. Speaking of vacations, Nick's journey to London with Christian, Faith, and Sharon Newman will proceed at full speed. During this trip, Victoria Newman will probe Nick's love for Sharon and make hints that perhaps fate will bring them back together. According to teasers for The Young and the Restless, there will be a lot of unexpected news during the week of April 14th to 18th. Stay tuned for updates on all the exciting events that are coming up. 3 plotlines might jeopardize the newly established ceasefire between Sharon Newman and Phyllis Summers, according to spoilers for The Young and the Restless. Although Phyllis and Sharon have come to an understanding, there are undoubtedly ways we might break the calm and start over. In light of this, let's discuss a few plot points that can reverse the gains achieved by Sharon and Phyllis. Here are some tactics that YNR could employ in the event that Phyllis and Sharon resurface as adversaries. 1. The return of Nick's love triangle. Naturally, we ought to begin with the simplest way to blow things up between Phyllis and Sharon. It won't be shocking if Phyllis and Sharon's peace breaks down because Nick Newman was the focal point of their long-running conflict. Even though Nick turned down a rekindled romance with Sharon, he might finally give in to passion. But nobody can completely rule out the possibility of Phyllis and Nick getting back together. Given Nick's strong bond and past relationships with both women, this love triangle may recur in the future. Sharon and Phyllis might end their ceasefire immediately if that's the case. 2. The unexpected romance between Sharon and Daniel. Some admirers have been hoping for a love relationship between Sharon and Daniel Romalotti Jr. on social media. Although Daniel is still working on forgiving Sharon completely, he understands in his heart that her acts while under the influence of drugs weren't her fault. The true culprits behind Heather Stevens' fate were Ian Ward and Jordan. If Daniel eventually moved beyond forgiving and fell in love with Sharon, it would be soap opera. After everything they've been through, Daniel and Sharon might discover an intriguing way to move forward together. The ceasefire would undoubtedly break if Sharon and Daniel started dating because Phyllis would go crazy. 3. More drama between Faith and Lucy. If further drama develops between Faith Newman and Lucy Romalotti, that could be an interesting alternative. That might question the harmony that Sharon and Phyllis have built, particularly if there is further danger. Just as Sharon will always be protective of her daughter, Phyllis will always be protective of her grandchild. It could be sufficient to destroy Sharon and Phyllis's understanding if Lucy and Faith become embroiled in some new drama together. Phyllis and Sharon had expressed optimism that they will continue this peace effort, but some startling information could change everything. According to teasers for The Young and the Restless, Sharon and Phyllis might change their viewpoints in the future, so keep an eye out. Here are the spoilers for the week of April 14, 2025, on The Young and the Restless. Fans should anticipate that Diane Jenkins Abbott will place Michael Baldwin in a precarious situation. Holden Novak is cautioned by Nate Hastings in the meanwhile. Audra Charles also takes a risk. Let's discuss the upcoming events in the CBS soap opera as you continue reading. Holden Novak issued a warning. Supporters are aware that Holden has had his sights set on Audra ever since he arrived in town. They did once have a love relationship, but Audra has kept Nate in the dark about how strong it was. Michael's position of compromise. Nate wants to keep Audra safe even though he trusts her. Because he is also in love, Nate will want to make sure Holden avoids Audra. Nate may question Holden about Aristotle Dumas and Damian Kane in addition to the romantic concerns. However, it appears like Holden will not provide Nate with any information. Speaking of Audra, she's going to do something daring. The deal of Damian Kane. According to spoilers for The Young and the Restless, Lily Winters will coerce Damian into confessing. At last, Damian concedes, but only on one stipulation. It's likely that Damian will invite Lily to supper once more. I'm not sure if Lily has the patience for this at the moment, even if she amused him the first time. The fear of Victoria Newman. She finds out about Martin Lawrence's impersonation of his twin brother while she is with Victoria Newman. Victoria will also learn of Nick Newman's impending vacation to London with Sharon Newman. Victoria, though, fears that Sharon will only drag Nick into more controversy. April 14, 2025, week. Tracy Abbott will seek closure next week. Tracy also chooses to accompany Ashley Abbott to New York. Billy Abbott is set up for failure by Victor. At Jabot, Jack and Kyle Abbott discover spies. Victor later defends himself against the Abbotts. As a result, Nikki Newman plays the role of peacemaker while Jack and Diane prepare their defense. Diane also puts Michael in a precarious situation. What does Victor say to his lifelong friend, Michael, who is his right-hand man? He might be scolded by Diane for not alerting her. Lauren Baldwin told Nikki that perhaps this was what was keeping Michael awake at night. What is the plot that you are most excited to see? Post your ideas in the space provided for comments below. To find out what happens next, keep watching the soap opera on CBS or Paramount+. After everything they've been through, Daniel and Sharon might discover an intriguing way to move forward together. The ceasefire would undoubtedly break if Sharon and Daniel started dating because Phyllis would go crazy. 3. More drama between Faith and Lucy. If further drama develops between Faith Newman and Lucy Romolati, that could be an interesting alternative. That might question the harmony that Sharon and Phyllis have built, particularly if there is further danger. Just as Sharon will always be protective of her daughter.